Volkswagen's next generation Golf R is beginning to take shape. BMW's next coupe SUV crossover thing wants to be sportier in its next version. Porsche's 911 hits the big 5-0, and Chris Brown hits a wall in his 911. That plus a helicopter goes down during Top Gear Korea filming, and a horse is a horse, of course. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D, and this is the world famous FastLaneDaily. It's because it's the internet. The VW Golf R has been the hottest of the hot hatches for the past few years. With some heavy equipment on board, it has struggled to keep up with even its own GTI sibling, much less some of its European rivals. Now for 2014, the name of the game will be more power and less poundage. The next generation R will use a 2-liter TFSI 4-banger, making 286 ponies, which is more than any Golf ever. And I'll be paired with the DCT transmission. Then comes a new all-wheel drive system from the Golf 4Motion concept that's more responsive and lighter than the old system. All that means is a much faster 0 to 60 time, looking in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second range. Oh, and it will be more fuel frugal. Very nice. Shout out to WorldCarFans.com for those spy shots, and shout out to anyone whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday to you. All right, let's be clear. The BMW X6 was a serious risk for a very risk-averse company like BMW when they first produced the Cross Coupe model. However, it has looked like the leap of faith paid off pretty well for the brand, and since its reveal, it has spawned a host of copies from rivals. But now it's about time for the next generation to take shape. So here are some details on the 2015 X6, which will be based on the third generation X5. Now look-wise, it will be very distinct from the X5 with an aggressive stance. Suspension will be improved, weight savings techniques will be employed, and the model will grow a bit in proportion. As for power, we can expect a 3-liter 6-cylinder, a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, and some turbo diesels. Oh, and a hybrid probably as well. Hybrid version 2. All right, it's hard to believe, but the Porsche 911 has been around for 50 years now, tracing all the way back to the 901, introduced at the IAA International Auto Show. The 911 has grown in size and ability over the years, but the timeless shape has basically remained the same. Now, to honor the 50 years of 911, Porsche will be going on tour with global events this year, starting with a Retro Classics Auto Show in Stuttgart, showing off some of the best and rarest 911s, followed by Porsche's Museum's 50 Years of 911 exhibit, and concluding with a world tour of a vintage 1967 911, stopping by the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance and the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Now, if the phrase tooting your own horn was ever to be used, I think this is the time. I'm not hating on your Porsche, I'm just saying. You know, it's okay, look at me. But 911 is an awesome car. Chris Brown has not incurred favor with the majority of folks recently, thanks to the whole beating up of Rihanna a few years ago, then the skirmish with Frank Ocean's posse that happened recently. With most of his reputation pretty much destroyed, what's he got left to damage? Well, word on the street is that he totaled his Porsche while fleeing the paparazzi. The car appears to be a black Turbo S Cabrio. Now, Brown, some say he's an asshole, but this doesn't seem like it was totally his fault, as he was pinned on both sides by paparazzi cars, and he probably panicked and he had to get out of there. So you know what they say though, karma's a bitch, right, Tom? Yep. All right, some of you may have seen this yesterday, that helicopter that crashed during the filming of Top Gear Korea. Yeah, it was racing a Corvette ZR1. Well, anyway, it wasn't pilot error and the pilot wasn't hurt, but he was apparently very experienced. Turns out it was a faulty servo mechanism that controls the pitch of the rotors. You'd actually see that turn at the end there. Definitely looked like something was a bit off, and it crashed, but luckily he was okay. Link is in the description if you guys want to see that whole thing. And hey, we've showed you guys a lot of videos here on FLD, right? People doing dumb things with cars, motorcycles, go-karts, pretty much anything with a motor. But what about when you're riding something that technically you can't control if it doesn't want you to control it? Like a horse. This jockey has full intention of jumping through this hole, but the horse doesn't, so he goes around it and then towards this tree, and bam, tree to the face, and jockey goes flying off. The jockey was okay, don't worry. But I guess the horse is the dumbass here, not the person. Or should I say a horse's ass? The link's in the description. Well, think about it. Think about if your car just took over and your car drove you around, not you driving your car. Crazy. Anyway, that'll do it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D. We're on Twitter. Right? Follow us there. Facebook, you can like us on there. YouTube, please subscribe. iTunes, watch it. Instagram, we're posting pictures every day. Okay? Follow us. Fastlane Daily is our username. T-shirts, you can go buy one. And download that FLD app if you haven't yet. All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'm going to do the same. The next generation R will use the 2-liter. It's hard to believe, but Porsche 911, the Porsche 911. Shout out to my moms for making that awesome gavadeals, and shout out to AK for his awesome hair, and shout out to Justin Timberlake. Good job at the Grammys. Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.